And here we are. Episode 87, Abomination Vaults Madness, post-holiday. That's what it is, post-holiday. We had a good time playing in Rachel's game. If you haven't watched that, check it out. Gelatinous Holiday Gifts. Gelatinous Gifts is what it's called. I can never remember, but it was good. It was fun. And I played an important role in that adventure. Part 2 will be out tomorrow, actually, on the 8th of January. So you can check that out, 4:30. Good stuff. We had good time, Rachel. You ran a great game. Can't wait for the next one. I heard hint that it has something to do with dinosaurs. Or is it something of an apocalyptic thing? Dinosaurs? She don't know what to say. We'll see. It was good fun. Okay, folks, let's get our heads on tight here because we're going to get in deep into the Abomination Vaults once again. Episode 87. These guys are way down now. They're 8th level. This is like the 8th level of the dungeon, too, or the adventure, so, yeah. Or 7th level, sorry. So they're a little bit ahead of the game here. We are going to use, I should point this out, I don't think I only mentioned it to Kyle so far, but you guys probably can get the gist here, but we're using milestones at this stage for your experience points. So there is that. And you're currently level 8. So, yeah, let's get into this. We're going to introduce the players for the session. We're missing one tonight, which is Karma, but her character will be here. And that's going to be played with Kyle's help. So, Kyle, introduce yourself, your character, and the aspirations, hopes, perils that you're afraid of for Bjorn tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm Kyle. I play Bjorn or Eddard in Rachel's games. Play the kineticist over there. I'll be playing our frontline combatant fighter over here in the vault. I'll also be running Karma, our cleric, main cleric. And, yeah. Bjorn's our 7'1", very easy to agitate type of individual. And as far as me going, I'm having a great session with the fam, so it can go any which way it wants to. I'll be happy either way. But as far as concerns go, this guy about to catch some hands, and he about to see what a fighter is up close and personal. We gotta deal with that.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. This guy you're fighting, we're gonna call him, what is it, Jan? Jan? I think we'll call him Jan. He's got a very difficult long name, so he's known as Jan. And of course, Rachel, GM Rachel, hot off of running games for us. She's in tonight's session. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Rachel, what's going on?
Nothing much. Today I'm playing Cypher, our wonderful cavern elf. One of 2 elves today, actually. She is, by day a bard, by night a rogue. And she's using both of those skills to the best of her ability because she wants to survive, and she knows there's something deep underground here that is worth dungeon diving for. That's the only reason why she's here. It's not about the friends along the way. No, it's about the good fun stuff you find. The treasures, the tales. She's about ready to pack up if things don't go well.
That's right.
She'll be ready to leave them behind, but she'd prefer not to, because she does also have a conscience. And that stuff will eat her up inside, so she's going to try her best to make sure that everybody makes it, so they can keep going deeper.
That's right. That's Cypher. Half-elf, right? Yeah, you're a half-elf.
Full elf. She's a cavern elf.
Full elf.
That's why she has that dark vision. Very handy in her line of work.
Okay. Where did I get half-elf from? My character? Jarrell? Probably.
I thought Jarrell was also a full elf.
No, she's half-elf. She's got that human
Was she?
taint.
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't see it on her character. She looks very much like an elf.
She had the
But yeah,
ace.
so that's Cypher, and that's who I'll be playing today.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Awesome. And then we've got Dizzy returning once again, playing Thelsaria. Go for it, Dizzy. What's going on?
Well, I play Thelsaria, the ranger of the group, and unfortunately I'm sick once more due to weather conditions. Still getting adjusted to her since I'm playing more ranger and a different theme than I am from spellcasting, so it's still trying to sink in, but eventually it'll eventually sink in.
It will. And then we've got Karma, who's not here, but that's played by Kyle. What's going on,
Howdy,
Kyle?
how you doing? Yeah, I'll be also maining Karma Sunseeker. Playing Karma Sunseeker. She's our full War Priest cleric. She's the individual that's responsible for keeping us alive whenever I do stupid crap like pick fights with enemies that I shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if they weren't getting mouthy, I wouldn't be picking fights with them. In my defense, but I digress. As far as she's concerned, she's more worried about keeping everybody alive and topped off, and seeing if she can maybe lay some smack down on this feller here, and see what else we can get into as we progress.
Exactly. All right. And I'll do a recap.
Yes, sir.
If you want, go for it. Extra hero point for that. So I'll start with 2.
I gotta channel my inner podcast assistant here. Yep. When last we left our intrepid band of adventurers, we had decided to go back into the death pit. Go back into the hidden hallway that we found, but we were smart enough to bypass the will-o'-the-wisp that we had encountered and were forced to withdraw from before. Heading further up the end of this L-shaped corridor, we discovered a door. It looked like a door from our side. We then approached it, took a listen, and we could hear something behind it. And we opened the door. Well, correction. We all moved around, took our light spells off. Cypher peeked her head in the door. Fritz was running you on that one, Cypher. So, yeah, you peeked in the door with your dark vision, ran around, came back out. We popped open our light spells, and you kind of gave us the laydown of the land. There was a huge hulking hand inside, and an individual standing at the southern wall. So we promptly, figuratively, kicked that door down. We opened the door, walked inside, stepped inside, or at least I did. And, proceeded to see an individual intently looking at something, and a massive hand, bony hand, just kind of patrolling the corners here. Tried to talk to him. He wasn't having none of it. Things got real escalated real quick. That's what happens when a fighter tries to do negotiations. Started slinging some insults back and forth, and then next thing you know, we were rolling for initiative. It was a pretty good fight initially. Cypher, if I remember rightly, later on into the fight, I had kind of focused on the hand. I was actually grappling the hand, so I was literally holding hands with the hand. I know that's a lot of hands right there. And laugh, Rachel, you can. And so we engaged the hand. The other individual, Jan, he tried to make a break for it into the other room there, but he left the door open. Casted, I believe, command on me. Things were not looking that great. Then Cypher came in clutch with a reaction that she can use. Cypher, what's that reaction?
It was called counter performance.
Okay. Counter performance. Came in clutch. Aces 20 out of 10 on that particular exchange. I love that so much. If I could reach through the screen and hug you at that point, I would.
Well, don't depend on it too frequently. I'm just saying.
No, but still. And then Karma, she was really good up on spells. She helped me flank on there. And of course, though Saria was slinging arrows like the mad lady that she is, yeah, it's kind of like walking through a porcupine fest as she was kind of slinging arrow after arrow. It was really effective against the hand. So we made quick work of the hand. Things went south a little bit for us. Started to move down to engage this guy in this room. Had a kind of hairy situation when the ranger decided to grapple. That didn't go very well, so we had to quickly get a handle on that situation, which led to Bjorn and Karma wading into the room. Then color spray erupted, so yeah, we're now having to deal with that. And we're going to give this guy a fair go and see if we can continue the beatdown. Well, right now I'm the one getting beat down, but we're going to see if that's going to change. So, yeah, that's where we left it. We were in the middle of a pretty intense fight, pretty hairy, pretty gnarly situation.
Okay, thanks for that, Kyle. Get the extra hero point.
Yes, sir.
For Bjorn. And yeah, we're going to start this session off embroiled in combat here with Jan. This guy right here. Strange looking fellow. Long fingers. Strange protrusions coming from his what looks like eyebrows. His face, at least the lower half of his face, being hidden and covered. But some of the characters have seen that face close up. This ugly fanged maw. Grotesque. Trying to clamp down on bare flesh. Besides his little blade, he has that. Humanoid, but something about him is not so human. So this is who they're engaged in combat with. This guy has some spell casting abilities, and he's put down this big bubble of colors. And it is currently dazzling both Bjorn and Karma, who are engaged in close quarters with it. The elves remaining outside of that aura, Cypher shaking her head back and forth, no longer fascinated when she was in that bubble herself. She suffered from fascination. Something fascinating about it. But no more. Now she's clear-headed, thinking about her next spells. And Thalsaria, who uncharacteristically ran forward earlier on to engage this Jan in close combat, didn't do so well, ended up on her back. She quickly jumped back up and ran back to the shadows, watching the door. She has her bow in hand, ready for whatever appears through that door. Sink an arrow in it. Hopefully it's not Bjorn. And yeah, so we're going to start with round 10. So 1 minute of fighting has gone by. And we're at the top of that round. It's going to start with Cypher. So, with that in mind, hearing your friends in the other room, Cypher, the battle continues. You're not sure what to do. You see this aura, this bubble, this strange thing. You try to avert your eyes from it. But somewhere in that swirl of colors, that transparent colors are your friends. What do you do?
I shake off that fascination effect when I see him attacking my allies. I think this has just gone on for too long. We're gonna have to step it up. We need to cripple him somehow. And what better way than to give my own allies a chance to even the field? I'm going to cast slow on him. And he needs to make a fortitude save.
Dilate the flow of time around the target. He's got to make a fortitude. DC 26 save. Jan pays absolutely no attention to you. The spell had no effect, Cypher. Doesn't seem to, anyway.
Alright, then she'll continue kind of aiding her allies and inspire courage. Or more accurately, sing this courageous anthem.
It is beautiful. The words echo through the room and even into the corridor beyond. Thalsaria. It's beautiful. Bjorn, you hear these words in the midst of combat. What do you do?
Alright, let's get it. Make a flat check to see if I can hit this fella. 18.
18, you're good. You can target him. Of course, you guys are dazed, which means your targets are concealed.
Hit, normal.
You got him.
Whoa, it's getting juicy now. That'll be 21 points of slashing damage.
From your long sword of striking.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Cutting through the air and cutting through this Jan. 21 points. Slashing damage.
Yes, sir. And then we're going to switch over to piercing, and we'll see if I can run him through. 6. And for this one, for my second attack, I will be using a feat called... let me see here. Let me see. Exacting Strike, which basically means my next... If I miss my second attack, my third attack has the same as my second attack multi-attack penalty, so... Here we go.
He's looking really bad. That last slash cut through deep.
Hit, normal. This will be piercing. That'll be another 22 points of piercing damage.
Make sure you decide. Make sure you say your damage type before you roll the attack. Not the damage, the attack.
I did. Whenever I rolled my flat check, I said we're going to switch to piercing.
That's fine. Now, I want you to describe how you finish this creature.
Oh my. Yeah. You kind of hearing Cypher's words singing that song kind of inspires him a bit as he kind of pivots and slashes down, severing an arm from the creature before he runs his blade all the way through, giving it a nice firm twist, and he yanked back, kind of stepping back and letting the creature collapse on the ground.
Okay. And with that, seems like the combat is over. So, yes, Bjorn, you step forward with your sword and you just weigh into him left and right and pierce this creature. With its last gasp at life, it falls to the ground. It crumbles, its body crumbles. And you see this ichor start to come out of the wounds. It's not blood. It doesn't look like blood. It's kind of black in color. And it lies motionless at your feet. Let's take this template out of here. Templates, where are they? Let's get that out of here. This fades. You no longer see the swirls of colors around you. Everything is clear, Cypher, Thalsaria. You hear the battles and the screams die down. There's a silence. You hear panting coming from the other room. What do you do, Thalsaria? We're out of encounter mode.
She's going to immediately
Courageous.
she'll reach into her bag and she'll take out the elixir of life left her and take it.
You can drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about you, Cypher? What's your first move? It seems like the battle has died down.
Oh, she's heading into the room where the others are. At the doorway, she's probably going to cautiously look in and then immediately notice that pile on the floor that was once, our target.
Yeah,
And she'll just make
would
a
see-
comment about how disgusting that is. And Bjorn, you really shouldn't be leaving things like that around.
Yeah, you would just see like Bjorn standing defiant, just over this corpse as Karma has her healing tools out.
Yeah, and then Cypher's just gonna say, so is anybody going to explain who the heck that guy is? Or was, or what? And I have no clue.
First I had ever seen such a creature. Perhaps you could rummage through its pockets.
And as your eyes fall to the creature and look at him once again, you see that there's this mist beginning to come off the body. And you look at it, Bjorn, and you can see its Cypher. The flesh begins to dissolve. It's turning into a liquid. Before your eyes. The clothing remains. But within seconds, that's all that remains. Whatever equipment it had remains, and that's it. His body has dissolved. And nothing is left but a mist. And the ichor that it dissolves into quickly begins to evaporate and disappear.
I'd say I've seen weirder, but
We really have.
I'm not sure. The deeper we go, the more mysterious things get. Well, let's look through those pockets.
Indeed. Karma's gonna come up and heal. How you looking, Cypher, on hit points? How you looking?
I've barely received a scratch. Looks like you should probably be first up in terms of bandages and healing kisses.
Yeah, and
She
Karma's
steps
gonna
aside.
also yell for Velsaria to join, since she has a feat where she can heal 4 targets. So she's gonna actually yell for Velsaria to join them in the room. She pulls out her healing kit.
Telstar would make her way over.
Yeah, she's got Assurance Medicine, Healing Hands. That'll be 2d10 plus 10 for everybody. All
Wow.
4.
You've got some fast hands, Karma. I've never seen someone work their way with bandages the way you do.
Oh, I'm quite used to this. So everybody will get back 25 points of healing. And I think she has something as well that would negate the bleed damage.
Yes, make sure to heal that. Stop the bleeding.
No, she doesn't have anything to reduce the bleed damage.
Is there like an aid that we can do? Kind of like treat poison or something like that?
Well, she has advanced first aid that allows her to treat frightened or sickened. No, I'm not seeing anything here for bleed.
There's a skill to stop that. Your medicine skill can stop bleeding. I'm going to have you each take a d6, and then I'm going to get rid of the bleeding. So, you're each going to take D6.
Oh, yeah, it's administer first aid. So
2
she
points.
do a medicine check,
2 points.
and it gives you another chance to do that flat check.
Take 2 points. Give me a medicine check. Need a DC 15. If you have assurance, it'll be pretty much a sure thing. No, not DC 15. What am I thinking?
It's from whatever caused it in the first place. I know we're thinking of treat wounds. We've done it so many times.
I know, right?
We're like, okay, 15? Yeah, okay, got it.
Just give me a medicine check for Carmen. Bjorn, I just want to see how effective you are. You're already going to take 2.
Well,
Right.
karma.
18. You're okay. So you only take 2 points, and the bleeding stops. Time goes by. And another 10 minutes, actually. And Cypher, I think you're up next with searching the body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you find it has a kukri, that bladed sword knife thing that he had in his hand.
That's right.
You also find in its pockets, you find a large ruby. And around its neck, what was its neck, you see a chain. And at the bottom of that chain, you see a familiar item. It looks like a shard, much like the others. So if you want those things, I will drag them to your tokens. Who wants the shard?
I'll take it. I have the other one.
Yeah, as Cypher's digging through the, pockets, looking where, all through all of the belongings, she just takes the shard and with that, she passes it over to Bjorn. Like, here, you've got a full set now. Almost.
Almost. Not quite, though. Bjorn will actually begin to search the walls while he waits on Karma to do one more heal, because she can do it in 10 minutes, so it'll take us 10 minutes to search anyway, so.
All right, Cypher, you're going to pocket the ruby. Do you want the blade?
Yeah, I'll take the blade, because if anything, I'll just keep it in my pocket, and then we can figure out who would like it later. She offers it to Thalsaria and Karma first, though, before putting it in her bag. Does
Yeah,
this
Karma
look to be
wouldn't
of
take it.
interest of any of you guys?
Yeah, Karma would just kind of shake her head no.
It's a beautiful kukri blade, Thalsaria. Good for close combat. This looks particularly sharp and well designed.
So I would say it over for a few moments, turning your head this way and that as she studied it. And then she would hold her hand out and she would ask if she could have it.
She'll drop it right into your hands, passing it to you, and then at the same time she'll pocket the ruby into her own bag.
Schlink right in. Unusual treasure is now pocketed. Cypher.
Thank you.
Something special about this ruby. It's particularly big. Should be worth good coin at least.
As long as it fits into the bag.
Yeah, let me take a look at it here.
Fritz, check your DMs.
Yeah. You can look at that ruby later. DMs? What is this DM you speak of? I do not play Dungeons and Dragons. So what we'll do is... Cypher, were you being stealthy about slipping this into your pocket? I think you were. Go ahead and make a stealth roll. As you attempt to hide the fact you're pocketing that ruby or even found it from your friends.
Yeah. Let me switch to blind.
Mm-hmm.
And roll that out.
And for good measure, let me check your... Oh, your perception is skyrocketing. Or skyrocketed. Karma, Bjorn, you all see this. Even you, slightly distracted, Bjorn, as you go about your things on the wall here. You did notice, you did hear Cypher slip something into her pocket while she was handing you the knife. Now, Thelsaria, you saw it. This was this beautiful, large ruby that she had pulled. It looked really well carved, but you'd have to actually see it to learn anything more. If there is anything more, definitely worth some coin, and Cypher slipped it into her pocket as she handed you the blade.
Oh, sorry, would look at Cypher and she goes, "Can I look at that for a second? I'm not going to take it away from you. I'll look at it for a second."
Sure. And she'll just take it back out of that, mystical bag and hand it over to Thelsaria.
Can I do a perception check to see if I might be able to see any familiarity about it?
Let me look at something here. It looks like a... It's definitely unusual. Go ahead and make a... What's your lores? Never mind, I know what it is. Make an occultism roll.
Karma's gonna do another medicine check on Bjorn.
Okay, it's going to be another 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, give me an occultism roll as you attempt to recall knowledge if there's anything about this stone. I'll get to you in a moment here, Bjorn, as you're searching the room.
There we go.
There's something about it. You've seen these before. Deep below in this prison. These red rubies. Quite large, maybe about 6 inches long. It's almost like how you'd imagine a crystal would be. Sticking out from the ground. 6 inches long, a couple inches wide. It's a red ruby carved exquisitely. Almost otherworldly. But you can't pinpoint what that other world might be. But you can tell it's probably worth some good coin. Maybe about 30 gold pieces. That's 300 silver pieces. So, I will reveal that. No, I won't reveal that. In your inventory. Who has it? Oh, you're holding it. Cypher has it.
Yeah, she's holding it.
Yeah, she's holding it and studying it. After looking at it and getting that much information, she would relay it back to the rest of the group, and then for a second she would still hold it, but then eventually give it back to Cypher.
I will tell you also, Thelsaria, whatever carved this, it's something of evil power and intent. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Would the group be able to pick up anything arcanic on it?
Karma is casting detect magic.
There is She senses magic and the presence thereof. That could be anything, though. She sensed
sure.
that since the moment you entered these chambers here. Nothing specific. If someone wants to make a check here to identify it or something, you can do that.
I'll do it.
You can use occultism. Well, you made your check. You're done. But if anyone else wants to make it, it would be an occultism. Recall knowledge.
Let me see what we got here.
Well, you're busy.
Well-
You're busy searching the walls yet, Bjorn.
Well,
But Karma's
Cypher's
not.
Karma, she
Cypher's
could.
hanging out with Thalsaria, so she's just going to be like, hey, you know, did you find anything? And when you relay that information back to her,
She would have
say,
relayed it back.
All right,
yeah,
you reveal.
okay, I'll take a look at it as well. Another set of eyes doesn't hurt. Maybe there's some sort of knowledge with our backgrounds.
Karma's clueless. As is Cypher. So-
If anything, we can always just put it in my bag. It'll be tucked away. We won't even know it's here.
Can you click on the item and make notes yourself?
Yeah, we can alter the item, but I think if it's mystified, the moment you unmystify it, everything that we've entered will go away.
But you as a player, you can't do anything with it. You can't add notes like, ooh, this is an evil. You can't add notes like that? Or can you, as a player, on that item?
I can add notes. Oh wait, no, yeah, not when it's mystified. I cannot. It would have to be in a journal entry.
All right, I'll leave that to you guys. Yeah, there's something about it. Definitely worth about 30 gold pieces, but there's something otherworldly and evil about it, so... You've been warned, Cypher, as you put it back into your pocket.
Oh no, specifically into my
The
bag.
The bag.
Yes,
Into
where
another
it's
dimension.
not even on this plane.
Okay. Slink. There it goes. All right,
Safety
Bjorn.
first.
And while all this is going on, Bjorn, you're searching this room. So
Yeah, he's kind of taking his time, kind of really looking over the walls, looking around this, whatever it is in the center. He's kind of nudging people out of the way so he can kind of look at it. Yeah, just kind of giving the room a good, thorough once-over.
okay,
Really being slow about it.
it's this room, a small desk covered in the stubs of burned candles stand against the east wall. The west wall has severed hands from more than a dozen different creatures nailed to it, each badly withered and displayed palm outward. It looks like it's a research room of some sort, or a gruesome trophy hall. The hands themselves stir a memory of that giant hand you saw in the previous room. This guy must have been obsessed with hands. And make your blind perception roll. Your exploration activity was search, right? So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I could have made that roll for you anyway, because you're going to be searching this room. Okay. When you come to the desk, there's a drawer. You quickly open that drawer, and deep in the back part of the drawer, it's not initially apparent, but because you're searching, you do hear something moving about it. You pull the drawer completely out, and you find not one, but two scrolls, tightly wound and tied.
Well, we found something of note.
Hmm.
Odd. They were hidden behind the drawer.
Two of them. Do you take them?
I will, yeah.
All right, 2 scrolls. So, yeah. You don't know what's on them. You'd have to try and identify them, open them up, and actually go through them and see if there's some type of magical scroll. Like I said, you have been sensing new magic in this whole area here, or Karma has. I put them in your inventory. Yes. Bjorn.
Okay.
Either hold on to them or give them to Karma. She can look at them later.
Indeed. No, I think we should proceed.
Would I be allowed to do a perception check to just hear outside the door, see if I can hear anything moving or if it's still clear? Before you'll move out.
Whereabouts? This chamber or the one behind you?
The chamber that we just came from.
All right, you want to head up to that door. Take a good listen and look around. You don't see anything down the corridor outside. You don't hear anything.
Bjorn will move in.
Cypher will wait for Karma to exit this room, and then she'll follow behind.
He's gonna kind of get on the other side of Bjorn there. She's kind of letting me kind of do my thing there. But Bjorn will kind of take a listen at the door. Also, I kind of want to check. How does this door look? Does it look like the rest of the other doors we've seen, latch and all, or is it different in any way, or have some unique feature to it?
All right, you've been paying attention all this time, after the battle especially, keeping your eyes open for traps, things of unusual design. You've moved back into the previous chamber, where Thelsaria's listening intently down the corridor. You come to this door in the south and immediately start listening. It looks like a normal door. There's a latch on it. Nothing unusual about it. Looks like all the others. Listening, you hear nothing. You hear silence coming from beyond.
Bjorn will take a deep breath and look to the others. Let's go. And he will work the latch. Open the door.
A filthy silk pillow rests at the center of this chamber, surrounded by several unlit candles. Several charcoal depictions, Bjorn, drawn directly on the stone walls, feature the same teenage-looking girl. A small wooden box sits in the corner of the room, with a few more candles inside. Make a perception roll. No. Make a society. Recall knowledge. Blind. They're rough. They're rough. As you look at the images that were drawn on here, looks like just an ordinary teenage kid.
Yeah. I only got +1 to society. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Fighter.
But he will move in nonetheless.
Yes, you don't recognize what those images are. Just a teenage girl, who knows what it was, but they are quite intricately drawn. Lots of little details.
Cypher, you're a bard. Perhaps you can take a look at this. He will move over and begin to search the desk.
Okay. Cypher takes a step in, and she says, "Look at what? These horribly disfigured hands on the wall?"
No, he will motion to the drawings there, the charcoal drawings.
Ah, okay. Let me see if I find this at all familiar.
Some kid.
Some kid. No one of significance to me, that's for sure. Can I take one? Can I take one of the drawings?
It's charcoal drawn on the wall.
On the wall? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like poster board or... Okay. Do I have a writing set? Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna take the chalk that I have in my own bag. Do I know what kind of materials? So it's a charcoal drawing. Alright, so maybe not my own chalk, but I'll use one side of my backpack, the side that's not rubbing against my own side, and then like try to do like an imprint. If I press the bag over the charcoal drawing and kind of like press on it, does any of it imprint onto my bag? I'm like going full archaeologist here.
There you go, fam. There you go.
The intent behind this is to later, if we're not in this area and we meet up, like when Karma's back, or we can like say, hey, have you seen this person? Put this on your milk carton.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if we get back to town, I can ask and see if they identify her. Or is this such a well-drawn drawing that from memory I could be like, hey, have you seen a woman with like shoulder length hair or whatever, or sorry, this kid who may or may not be a woman now, because I don't know when this was drawn.
Okay, here's the way we'll do this, because I know what you're trying to do. What are you using to get this imprint onto?
So I have my bag.
Just a bag?
Technically, yeah, my backpack. If this doesn't work out very well, otherwise I can try to use chalk and try to redraw it.
Do you have paper to redraw on? What are you drawing on? What's the surface?
Other than the satchels that hold the tools and my healer's tools, my thieves and healer's tools.
Did somebody bring a chalkboard or something? There was a little slate. I mean, I could let you try and duplicate it.
Oh, you know, that's funny you mentioned that, because I think I left the slate. It was like the only thing I left behind. That's too funny, because I do remember there being a slate, and I was like,
Yeah,
I feel bad holding on to
way.
everything. I'm like, I'll just leave the slate in there, because nobody said they wanted it.
Never had a use for it.
It's in the safe room.
Alright,
Then I guess scrap that. Cypher will talk about having this idea, but then she goes, yeah, but I've got nothing to draw this on. I guess we'll just, from memory, have to describe it if we want to question anybody in town to see if they know this woman. She must hold some significance to be drawn around like this.
Just looks like a teenage girl, but all the images are the same. It's this girl in various stages of doing things, like picking an apple or whatever, but that can be clearly seen. They're crude, but they're quite detailed. You can see.
I know an obsession when I see one.
Yeah, and they're all over this wall, but they're done in chalk, or not chalk, charcoal. So, you know, but they are detailed enough to see that this is the same person on the wall. No one that you can recognize. It looks just like a teenage girl, whoever this is. You can't be sure. They're all wearing the same type of dress. You could see that it's a dress with big shoulders and little flowers on it. Quite fancy dress, actually. But it doesn't ring a bell. And it's definitely a teenage girl.
And it doesn't look like Menemese's daughter. She's like the only teenager girl we know.
So this is Cypher talking?
Yeah, this is Cypher. Like, she doesn't look like Menemese's daughter, does she? She's the only one we know. Not like there might be significance, but she's just thinking of that woman as she's looking at this image.
And you hear this, Bjorn. Now, Thelsara, where are you? You still at the back there?
She would have been at the back, but seeing the door open, she would be making her way to this corner, and then she would wait till everybody came up before she does a thorough search of her own, top to bottom, right to left.
Of this chamber you're in now, or the one with the circular candles in? Where you want to search? Ping it.
The room that has Bjorn and Cypher in.
All right.
Bjorn is already searching.
That's okay. You could have more than one person searching. Bjorn, everybody, go ahead and make both you and Cypher make another society check.
Near Bjorn.
Alrighty. Yeah, did you...
Bjorn and Cypher.
Okay.
Okay.
So this will be a second check I'm allowing because the situation has changed. Something clicked in your mind. And Cypher. Yes. You have seen this image before. This girl. That's one of Menemese's daughters. The oldest one. Rumored to be under some type of spell or magic or sickness or something for some time. You remember that. You recall this. Although I don't think you've met her personally, you have seen them in town. And you've seen that dress before. Now it makes sense.
Yes, that mayor does have a daughter.
Indeed. She was young.
Yes, but who could be drawing all of this? Who'd be so
Perhaps
infatuated with her?
Perhaps the creature we disposed of. Casting some sort of spell on her.
Oh, perhaps he's the source. But if he is, we would have to for sure make certain that whatever was casted has been broken. Unless you think with his death, whatever spell or ritual has been released. And then Cypher just begins knocking over some of like the unlit candles. Like trying to break things up.
Yeah. Bjorn will kind of check you said there was a chest in here?
Yes, you find a little box, a big box actually, and opening it carefully, you find it contains several very well-made candles, perhaps with rare waxes, maybe worth a lot of money.
Yeah, Bjorn will kind of motion to Cypher to come over with her bag there to take the candles if she wanted them.
So looking at the candles, Cypher, he opens the box and you can see these candles. They're definitely expensive, rare waxes indeed. 50 gold pieces for this box. You quickly swipe it and pull it into your bag, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. This one looks like she smells them to see if they're scented. No, put it in.
Okay, it's in your inventory. Valuable candles. Ka-ching!
She puts it in that.
Nice one, Bjorn.
In the bag.
And you're searching in this room as well, Thelsaria?
She would wait until they're... I don't know if you would call it ransacking or what, but she would just wait till both of them are out of the room, and then, like I said, she'd do a thorough search of the room, top to bottom, right to left.
Okay, so that'll take extra time. You can do that. And you don't find anything else in this chamber. Another 10 minutes goes by.
Does anything feel or seem familiar to her?
It's all familiar to you. Although, this area you've never explored before. There is... Yeah, she's never explored this area before because really the only way that you know of to get here is in the east. And in the east, that lies a chamber that you have never spent much time in and don't care to ever set foot in. There is a vile creature guarding that chamber. That, of course, is referring to the chamber with all those stasis tubes or whatever you want to call them, where the witch resides. Everybody avoids that chamber, even you. You think to yourself. But you do have your bearings. You know where you are, even without a map. But this area you've never been to. You do know that your time spent here as both a slave and as an escaped slave, there was a lot of creatures that were in service of the demon guy.
Arabian.
Arabian. Thanks, Kyle.
I got you.
And they were otherworldly type creatures, evil creatures. Perhaps this is another demon in service of Arabian, or Belcora, or something else. Now, from what you saw of this creature, you're not sure it's a demon. But you can't tell anything else. Alright, so that's the vibe you get here. As you search this chamber, this looks like make an occult check.
All right. On its way.
Rummaging through this room and the candles and thinking about the previous room where there was hands on the walls and more candles. This room looks like some type of ritual was done here. Perhaps by that creature. Well, pretty obviously it must have been that creature you just defeated. That otherworldly creature. And it seems like the rituals involved here involve sleep, dreams. And your eyes look up and you see the charcoal illustrations of a teenage girl who you're not sure that might be. But it's some kind of ritual that whatever was doing this, that creature, he was doing some type of ritual that involved dreams and this little girl. So yeah, that's what this looks like, a ritual room. These candles and everything were in part of that ritual.
So I'm gonna try something here. Thassaria, seeing the drawings, the candles and everything, can she start checking the floor for any kind of perhaps secret compartment for, like, maybe perhaps the
You've done that already. You found nothing else in this room. This is the culmination of your search. What you've learned. And what are the rest of you doing while she's back in that chamber searching around?
Well, Karm was actually going to look at the walls because I remember something about whenever we were rushing in here that there was a map or something on the walls. So Karm was going to be looking at that.
Oh yes,
like a map
maps.
of Otari,
Yeah,
right?
and Bjorn will be helping as well, I guess.
Cypher's gonna go back into the other room and going to kick more candles. Just gonna turn this place upside down.
Maps. Well, let's read this. In the map room, small chamber features large map of the inner sea, painted along the north wall. So you do see that, though the listed countries seem long out of date. So it's an ancient map of the inner sea.
Does it have any points of interest? Anything circled? Does it have any reference, like a map legend, like on the side or underneath or something like that? does it have like various, like, crucial to us points of interest?
Again, the north wall has that large map. It looks very old and unused. You don't see any legends that you can understand with the first look. But along the east wall, near the cushion, or the west wall along the cushion, you see another map, and this one seems to be... This was where the creature was... He was studying this map when you entered the room. He was looking at it. And this is a more recent map. And you see a bunch of overlapping scraps of paper, creating a much newer map of the town of Otari, which you recognize, and the area around it. You can see by the legend on that there is, identifiers, like this is Otari, this is the farmlands, this is the so-and-so bridge. You see that it's definitely Otari. And you can see scribbled on this map, coming from various locations in the north, but also from where the Gauntlet is located. You see what looks like crude drawings of monstrous type creatures, monsters, almost like as if it was a recording of troop movements. You see gremlin-like soldiers formed up in formation. You see strange multi-legged creatures with appendages sticking out of them, drawn in to the south, approaching from the ocean or the sea towards the town of Otari. It looks like there was some kind of planning some troop movements of sort. But these drawings are very old. They were drawn a long time on this map, which is relatively new, but this is like the only thing new drawn on here. The most new thing is in Otari itself. You see several X's on buildings. And what you'll need to do now, if you look intently at this map, Bjorn, which I assume you are, or is this Karma?
I am.
Is this
Me, Bjorn.
Bjorn? Okay. Well, then you're going to make some type of roll here as you look close. What are your lore?
My lore is warfare.
Warfare? Okay, no roll needed. You can see that this is recording troop movements coming from the Gauntlet. There is some type of attack being planned on Otari itself at some point. That's what was being recorded here on the map. The X's, you're not sure, but those X's are close to the Menemese Manor. There's an X on the Menemese Manor, in fact. But you can't identify the other two X's, where in Otari they would be. There's one near the Osprey River, close by to where Rin Savixi might be, maybe? That's a guess. The other one is on the other side of the Osprey River, with an X on one of the bigger mansions. But you're not sure what they mean. Maybe they're targets. That's the best estimation you can get with your lore. So yeah, something was being planned and plotted here.
Okay. Bjorn will kind of yell that to Cypher and Thelsaria. They're planning an assault on the town. Here, look. Kind of motion to the map and kind of walk them through, the kind of soldier's eye for it. This is Menemese Manor. So on and so forth. Planning for a massive assault.
Thelsaria, where are you? Are you still in that room?
She currently is still, yes.
Oh, you're still in there. Get in there. Close the door.
Cap.
She's busy. All right.
I see you've described a how, but is there a when?
Not that I've been able to discern.
That's not good.
No, it is not. I told the mayor, I told that idiot he should keep the guard mobilized.
It all makes sense, Bjorn. You've seen earlier in this when you first came in this place, you deduced with your military training that they were stockpiling weapons in the northern corridors leading to that big forge. In fact, perhaps that guy making demon weapons was making weapons for this possible invasion or attack on Otari. But it all makes sense now. Sorry, you come out of the chamber at this point, finding nothing else of value in that room. Now, it's up to you if you want to share the information you learned and that you know. You might keep it to yourself. You might share it. That is, the rituals that were going on in that room. It's up to you.
She would share it. I sent you a whisper in the game. I didn't know if you saw that or not, Fred.
Oh, yeah. There it is. I see testing. I can't understand that last sentence there. Thalsaria could up? On? I don't know what that means.
Oh.
They're all kind of linked, these rooms. It seems to you, this guy that you just defeated, he was using these 3 chambers for rituals and collecting hands. I don't know what the hands... Well, you don't know what the hands are, but maybe he had a fetish. Who knows? But, yeah. Nothing more than that I revealed already.
Alright, then she would reveal this information to everybody else.
Alright, so you guys know about these rituals and dream and menemies. But unfortunately, none of you, talking meta here, know about the eldest daughter being under some type of, if you remember, she was under some type of attack in her dreams or something. She was having issues. You had to take her to the Dawnflower, but you guys weren't part of that.
Yeah.
But you all heard rumors of something wrong, but you don't know the details. So it makes sense. Maybe this guy was behind it all. Somehow.
As she kind of relays that to Bjorn, Cypher, and Karma, Bjorn will just look to Cypher, much as we suspected. They're planning an assault, and he's once again kind of relaying what he's found about this map to Thalsaria. If this attack is anywhere near, it'll fall on the town, and the town will be utterly defenseless to stop it. We should push on.
Yeah, I agree.
Indeed, perhaps try to get through that door to the west, where we fought so hard for these shards.
All right, let's go back and see what the exploration is. Time's at 8:30. All right, let's do our exploration activity. Karma is under detect magic. Bjorn, you're going to continue to search?
Yes, sir.
Cypher, you are investigating using occult. Boy, that would have come in handy. Actually, because you were doing that, you probably would have picked up on some of the stuff that I did make some checks for you, but some of the stuff that Thalsaria was investigating. So you had some roles in there too that I kind of neglected, but it's okay now because you know that information. So maybe you did pick up on it.
Yeah, it was relayed anyways. Yeah, I will continue doing that though. It seems to be a strong point and very relevant where we are, so I'll continue that.
And Thalsaria, I have you on scout.
Correct.
You want to continue that? What is your occult? Your occult.
Thalsaria's occult is +11.
Yeah, you got a really good roll. when you were in there. Alright. We'll continue with Scout. It's going to give every +1 if there's an encounter to the, what did we say, front or back?
Front, I believe.
Front? Are you close to the front? Kind of matters in a way.
She would have...
Maybe scouting ahead, maybe.
Yeah, she would have positioned herself at least relatively close.
Plus, you're very familiar with this place, so you might get a +1 anyway.
Cap.
All right, so is this it now? You're gonna head. You're gonna vacate through the hallways and back up and out of here. You're not gonna investigate that one door.
We're going to. I suggested going to that door to the west, by that red one there that we had to get the shards for.
Yes, all the way back.
But you're not looking at this door here.
Oh, sorry, I would have been looking at it.
It's just a normal latch door. Now, based on your maps, this probably leads. It's heading in the direction of the freaking chamber with the witch. You'd know that too, Thelsaria.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not going that way, right? You're...
No.
Alright.
Going down to the left.
To the west. What's going on here? I don't want to select this thing. I want to move it. Up here? I don't know where you are. How about here?
You're taking us all over the place.
Yeah, like I feel like we're being
I'm like,
yo-yo.
wait, where did we go?
Yeah, like ragdoll. Ragdoll.
Yes, we went through that secret corridor, back upwards to where you are, where you have put us.
So you're heading for the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. It lies before you. The shards await. As you stare at this wall, speechless. Bjorn, do you go up to the wall and put the shards in? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go up and at least slot them in.
All right. Let's see.
Viper's gonna stand back.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry, I would also stand back.
Good luck down there, Bjorn.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, what we'll do, while Bjorn steps forward with the shards in hand, 4 of them, not 5. There's enough here, enough room on this door for 5 of these shards. They look perfectly shaped. They're meant for this door. It's almost destiny that's brought you here, Bjorn, as you think to yourself. Shards in hand, preparing to put them on the symbols in this translucent wall, glowing and pulsing red. And you reach out to put the first one in. Everybody's behind you, watching close, weapons drawn. This could be the end. Or the beginning. We'll take our break here. Alright. So everybody take a 5-10 minute break while I refresh my memory here on this, what's happening next. And we'll do part 2 when we come back. Okay?
Alright.
Alright, folks.
Sounds good.
Be right back. Alright, here we are, part 2. Gonna pick up right where we left off. As Bjorn is reaching towards the door with these shards. He pauses. He hesitates. Go ahead, Bjorn.
Yeah, Bjorn kind of pulls back, thinking better of it. Kind of turns to the rest of the others. Would it be wise to open this door when there are other creatures behind?
Thelsar would speak up. Best if we clear out anything else that's on this floor, because if we open that door, it unlocks every single door on this floor. Any kind of creature that still exists will flood here.
Closest enemy we have is straight down that hallway. Let's see what we can do then. Yeah, Fritz, I'm gonna
Lead the way.
start heading down that way. Heading down to this guy.
All right. Simple little trek. It takes a few minutes to get back to the east. And back to familiar terrain here. To the north, of course, was the Sisters, the Demon Sisters, where you found a shard and a big pool of lava. Defeated a creature before that was a bone demon-type creature, just in the room to the north of your current location, in fact. To the south was a small imp that tried to lure a cipher into a contract of sorts. A room with a very tall ceiling, and the creature obviously hiding far above. But this one chamber, here at the end of the hallway, beyond this door which lies ajar, you hear the grunts. You hear its moans. You hear its occasional pacing about as you draw closer to this chamber. Here lies a creature that perhaps you need to deal with, for at any second it could lunge out and attack. You're at that door right now. What do, Bjorn? You push the door in?
Yep. Take the tip of my sword and push the door open. Yeah, let the die be cast, as it were.
You hear as the door comes open, and there he stands, this nasty creature with many fangs in its maw. If it even has a head, you can't be sure. But its whole upper body is this big maw with teeth, and it has 4 arms, 2 legs, and all have these very sharp talons protruding from them. This creature has cuts, wounds, and scars over its body, fresh wounds everywhere, but it seems not to be bothered by them. It turns quickly to face you. The walls and floor of this chamber are covered in short spikes, just long enough to cause discomfort to anyone standing, sitting, or leaning upon them. But of more concern is the creature standing before you. Of course, there is, above the doorway, you remember, and you can still see it, written in common, and undercommon, and infernal. Do not disturb if you value your limbs. You have disturbed that creature, Bjorn, once again. And without hesitation, well, what do? You see it ripping and roaring at you.
Alright, well, gonna try to stab it, I guess.
Alright, let's go to initiative then. As Bjorn enters the room with weapons drawn, time to fight.
Oh, I'm standing at the doorway. I'm poking it through the door.
I just want to make sure. Want to give you a chance if you wanted to talk to this bad boy, because you never know.
We tried talking the last time.
Okay, time for combat.
Yeah, Jess opened the door and said, hey, and this thing just clobbered me.
You'd be close to the front. I'm going to put you right there. Elf, Karma in the rear, or in the middle. We're going to have Cypher bringing up the rear. That's where we're going to be. You good with that?
Good with
Okay.
Let me move the creature back. Alright, this is where we'll start the combat. Gug.
Yeah, that sucked.
Gug. Alright, let's begin the encounter. And Gug is up first. The Gug, whatever that is. Let's get right to it. All right, let's see. How far away is it? 5, 10, 15 feet? All right, it's up first. And immediately, this creature extends its body towards you, and its claws, just from where it is, 15 feet away, Bjorn, this creature attacks you. It's going to make a claw attack.
Armor class 26 for the moment.
This claw reaches toward one of these claws, several of the claws reach towards you and cut deep into you through your armor. It pierces deep into your neck, and you can feel the warmth of the blood trickling down under your armor. You're taking 48 points. Do you have reactive shield?
No, I have delay consequences. I don't take it this round.
All right, you're going to take in the next round. Or next turn, you're going to take 48 slashing damage.
Roger that.
Delay consequences as a reaction. Okay. And it's going to do it again. Armor class 26, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
40 points. Wait a minute, I didn't roll. Oh, I gotta click this button here. 52 points of slashing damage. And I'm gonna make sure I did that right. Multiple attack penalty. Okay, yeah, I did. And his final action, it's going to rear up and roar in a hideous, hideous scream that echoes through the corridor. Yeah, that's going to be an intimidation. What is your will DC?
My will DC is 26.
Damn it, it doesn't show its... Must not be good at intimidating. Alright, skip that. I won't do that. Not in this round. Okay, we're going to go to Bjorn. You're next.
Alright, well. Let's open up with some magic, shall we? I'm going to do Vitality Lash. So it needs to make a DC 23 basic fortitude save.
Success. That's basic.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
That'll be 11.
6 points. And that kind of damage was that? Vitality?
That was vitality, yep.
Let's see what it says. Okay. Alright. Gug kill. Actually, you don't know what it's saying. It speaks Sakroth, whatever that is.
Sakroth.
Yeah.
I do speak Sakroth.
Do you? That's
Yeah.
a new one. Let's check it out.
Skull, basically.
There's Scald, that's separate. Sakroth, you actually do speak. Wonder what that is. Weird. Huh.
Undercommon.
Did they change Undercommon? I think they did. I think you're right. So that's Undercommon then. Okay. So that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we're gonna go to Cypher. What did you unleash? What did you unleash?
Something horrific, that's what. But Cypher's going to do her very best to try to tackle this thing with one of her more prominent spells. She's going to use Phantasmal Killer. And has to make a DC 26 will save.
The Phantasmal Killer. Shadows begin to appear around this creature. Amazingly, it starts to cower. It pulls back into the corner of the room, almost in fear, as this great shadowy being, which is only transparent to you. You know what it really is, Cypher, but you don't know exactly what this creature would be afraid of. But whatever it is, it's there, and it's cowering. It has failed. Takes 8d6 mental damage and is frightened too. Holy smokes.
Alright, I'm going to roll the d8, because I don't know what will happen if I hit roll damage, so... sorry, not the d8, 8d6.
24.
It's just 24.
How long does that last? Just one? Well, it's frightened. That's gonna last.
Yeah, I think every round it goes down one level of frightened, so next round, when it reaches its turn.
Nice.
And then with her final action, she's gonna try to sing that courageous anthem and encourage everybody.
Okay, next up is Karma.
Yeah, Karma's gonna do a 2-action heal. Third rank, I believe. So I haven't touched her fonts yet, but I'll do that. And this will be the 2-action on Bjorn.
Dizzy, drag Courageous Anthem onto your token.
I'll cast the damn thing. There we go.
$38 points.
And then she is going to, let's see here. Yeah, she'll just cast guidance on me as well. Alright. Now I take 48, right?
Yes. It's either at the start of his turn or the end of his turn, but whatever. Take your... I think it's the start. That would be a turn. Or a round. Well, when the spell ends, which is 1 round, so it lasts for 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
So... Wouldn't it be the start of yours?
It's a reaction.
Yeah. But still, it would last a round, so I guess the creature is what we're talking about here?
Yeah, until basically the creature's next turn.
Okay.
Did we skip Delsaria last round?
We did. She's not in the initiative.
I thought I rolled.
I thought you did too. Go ahead and roll.
I got a 28.
We're gonna put you...
Yeah, I thought I saw you in there too.
Yeah, she should be one above me.
28. Let me put you in there as 28 then. Where are you? That's 34. We're gonna make it 28. So, Delsaria, you go right now.
Alright, she's going to immediately hunt prey.
Okay, it's an action.
And then once she casts hunt prey as her target, she's going to use hunted shot.
Okay. So first attack, 2.
Here, pointing that.
.23 is a miss. All right, make your second attack. This will be like a second attack, so you have a penalty on this. Second action, second attack. 23 is a miss. You get one more action.
Her last action, she's going to...
Can do
Let's see
another
here.
attack. Can do another attack or something else. You got some bad rolls on there, by the way.
Yeah,
That was bad.
really irritating. That was really irritating. She'll take one more shot.
Okay. These arrows go zipping into the room. 14. Ouch.
Wow.
Wow. All right, so 3 arrows just smashed against the walls. They're gone. And you're done.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to go back to the start of turn, round 2. Gug is first. You're up after him, by the way, once again. So be prepared.
Alright.
Let me see, what was I going to do here? Oof. Alright, it's going to claw attack you, Bjorn. I the only target in reach. First attack. It's going to be a normal hit. Okay.
Okay.
Here it is. 26 points of slashing. It's going to attack a second time with the claw. That one misses. You're able to block that one with your weapon. And for its third, it's going to try to use its jaw attack, which it can do from 15 feet away. Its jaws have 15-foot reach.
What a monstrous
Yeah.
creature.
What the heck?
Was he
I was
made
gonna
of-
say, what are they feeding this thing?
Yeah, y'all wanted to pick this fight.
Okay,
Can you
that-
do your reaction again, Bjorn?
I only have one focus point.
Oh, it's a focus point. Ah, gotcha.
He just hits you. No reaction. Okay, so normal damage is...
Just hit by 1.
It rolled exactly your armor class.
Well, hell, let's use it then.
Okay. Reactive shield. It misses. All right. This was a good thing. This could have been really bad for you if it got 2 consecutive hits.
I only got 11 left.
You're pretty much dead. All right. It's done as it continues to attack whoever stands in that doorway with claws and maws. We're going to go to Thalsaria.
She's gonna knock her only last sleeping arrow. She's gonna try and see if
Wait a
it'll.
minute. Sleeping arrow?
Mhm.
Did you read this? Read it? Do you know what the sleep spell, how it works?
I read it once before.
I'm not sure it's going to be powerful enough to deal with a creature like this. That's what you would suspect. Let's see what. Yeah, the sleep spell. Level 1 sleep spell.
EC 17.
So its DC wouldn't be very... Is this a description of the spell? It's not really saying anything here. Anyway. Keep in mind that where you're at, this creature is hard to see. It's the doorway you're seeing through is pretty tight and Bjorn is in the way, so it's not a clear shot to begin with. It's not an ideal way to fight this creature. A sleep spell to boot probably isn't going to be effective against this creature. But you can do whatever you want. You want to take some shots, go for it. You could use your hunted shot again. That's 2 shots with 1 action.
On top of that, I'm also using the Inspire Courage.
That's already factored in if you got the thing on your token, which you do. So.
Okay.
But you definitely hit. That first shot was a zinger. Go ahead and make a second shot. While we're here, because it's 2 shots with 1 action. So let's see what your second shot does. This will have the minus for second attack. Which you included. Alright, that one's a miss. Alright, so you got 1 hit. Roll normal damage.
So I rolled.
Normal damage. 12 points.
12 points of piercing.
There you go. That's the way it's done. It's called whittling away. That's your first action.
And then My second action is going to be take another shot.
Okay. This will be your third attack. Another horrible roll. Okay, that one misses. You got one more action.
For her third action, she's going to attempt to try and get herself in this corner right here and try and go stealth.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Public or private?
Private.
Coming up.
You don't want to know what your roll is. But I do. Bjorn, you're up next.
Yep.
Roll coming.
Okay, I got your stealth. Bjorn, you're up next. Go for it.
I'm gonna delay.
Okay, let's make you invisible. Cypher, you're up.
Alright, maybe we'll need something a little bit more powerful than Phantasmal Killer. Instead, she likes the idea that Thalsaria's been kind of shooting some arrows, so I'm going to quick draw my bow. And shoot with my explosive arrow.
Ooh, explosive.
If that misses, I'd like to reroll with a hero point.
That misses.
Here, I'll target this time.
That definitely misses.
Oh, I guess even though I got it targeted, it didn't do it. But, oh, wait, what am I doing? It doesn't require a roll, sorry. Let me put this into the, oh, now it's, the ammunition is gone.
What did you do?
Sorry, it doesn't, I don't know if it requires an attack roll, because in the description of the item, it did say the guy needs to, like, everybody in that 10-foot burst has to make a reflex save, and I believe it was DC 26. So I wasn't sure if it required both an attack or if that was it. Just I shoot it, not necessarily at any specific place, but because it's an area attack, it just requires the reflex.
What is it? Spell strike ammunition?
No. Because I did my attack, it used up the ammunition, so I had to search it in the items again. It's just explosive.
Put it in the... Well, let me look it up and drag it back to your sheet. Just didn't actually use it.
Yeah.
Explosive.
Here, I'm gonna drag it. How do I get this to the chat? Doop.
I think it's in your sheet.
There we go. I put it a clickable piece there. There we go. Yeah, I had a single explosive ammunition.
Alright, so load it onto your bow. We'll do it all over again. Load it into your bow with ammo. When activated, explosive. What activates it? Manipulate. Shooting it, I guess, for an action, I guess. When activated, it hits target. The missile explodes in a 10-foot burst, dealing 66 damage. Including the target, each creature must attempt a basic save. So
that's what I mean by it doesn't really... I don't think it requires me to fire it because it's like an area. It's a burst. So even if I miss the target, it still gets that burst.
Huh.
That's how I interpreted it.
Yeah,
and if so, I'll just shoot in the back of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is written kind of funny. I'm like, wait, do I not get like a normal bow and arrow damage then?
When activated, which is done with a manipulate, doesn't say an attack per se, and a hit or anything like that. Just says you just manipulate it. Attack with it. So just shoot it, whatever the target is, and then just roll for your explosion, I guess.
Well, okay. I'll roll for the explosion, and you roll the reflex save, and then if he gets hit, then because it's a basic.
That's a weird one.
So I didn't mean to roll that. That was weird. Still kept it in my thing.
Got a
There
20.
we go. 66, 22.
Got a 22 for its save, which is it says failure against a DC 25. Why did it say that? Oh, that's what the DC is, 25. So yeah, it failed.
So then it just takes 22 fire damage.
All right. Darn this remaster nonsense. Don't know what we're doing. Kyle, you're the only one that knows how to play. Come on, get out that book.
I know. You're gonna have to interpret some things for us.
Yes, ma'am. I got my book sitting right here on my lap.
You do. Explosive ammunition. Do you have to attack with it? Is there an attack roll?
Let's look and see.
Well, it's resolved now, but go ahead and look that up. See if it says anything new. So your ammunition is gone. It exploded, boom, engulfing this creature in flames. It howls in pain. It's taken some hits. You guys are doing damage. It's the fact that you didn't have to roll to hit it. You do see the target. He's hard to see, but you didn't have to roll to hit is a big deal. That was a hard shot to make through that doorway. But you got him. You got him. The explosion got him anyway.
Yeah, I think they have the manipulate on there because this might be one of those things that you can activate like on your own. You don't have to fire it. You could just like almost like a bomb.
Like a match.
like a match.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that might be why that's there. It's kind of like an optional melee jab. Kapow. But with my second action, I've cast Inspire Courage, get all my allies revved up for some more fighting, and then I am going to recall knowledge on this creature.
All right. Yeah, Kyle, look up that explosive ammunition. See if it says anything about it. That is just a weird one. Because it's ammunition, so you have to shoot it. There should be some type of shooting involved here.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But
like, even if I'm, like, it's, I guess since it was in the corner, even though I missed, it would still get hit in that 10-foot burst.
Something would get hit. Yeah, it's got a big burst. So, we'll leave that alone.
Well, I only had one of those, so...
Phil, sorry, is your Inspire Courage or Courageous Anthem gone?
I believe it is.
Yeah, because it's not there anymore.
Yeah, go ahead and add it back, because I did recast it this turn. Okay. And what should I roll for Recall Knowledge as I look into this room with my dark vision?
Occultism.
Do I recognize his attack patterns? Something.
Not at all.
That's all right.
Not at all.
Alright, so that was my turn.
It's not a crit fail. But yeah, you failed that one. Nothing's ringing a bell. This thing is nasty. It's a creature of myth. Alright, Karma's up next. Bjorn, at your leisure.
She's gonna tap into one of her healing fonts. 'Cause I'm about to wade in there. I'll take it. And then she is going to raise her shield. All right, slide me in, Doc.
You going into the room?
Yeah, well, I'm taking my turn. Bjorn.
Getting back in initiative.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
oh. Sorry, I'm trying to read about the moving into this chamber.
Yeah, you better, because I'm going in.
So right after Karma?
Mm-hmm. Let's see how bad this is, guys.
Well, be safe.
So, if you go in there, I'm going to count every square as an extra 5. That's difficult. Alright, it doesn't say that, but it just...
Oh, there's spikes on the wall, so yeah, I would classify it as difficult terrain.
The walls and floor of this chamber are covered in short spikes. Just long enough to cause discomfort to anyone standing, sitting, or leaning on them. So maybe you can get in there. Especially since you're not sitting or leaning or just standing in place. So they can't really be something that would really slow you down. You might even be able to kick through them. So yeah, I won't slow you down. Yeah. Maybe the ones in the wall are a bit nastier.
We've committed now.
Yes, you have.
This is going to go bad. I know it is. Let's get on with it. I will hero point that. Why? Because I have them. Yeah, don't think so.
Oh, man.
Told you. Alright, try it again. Nope, misses for me.
Some bad rolls there.
Yep.
Round 3 is the Gug. Five-foot steps to the other side. Wait a minute, is it moving through your square if I moved here? Yeah, I would be, wouldn't I?
Yes, she was.
He'd have to tumble through your square. Alright, I don't want to do that. So he'll make an attack this time with the claw. That's 37. That's going to be a critical hit. $50 points of slashing damage rains down upon you.
Well, wait a minute.
Yes?
Karma has life connection on me.
She does. 6
She
hours
gives
remaining.
Ah.
life reaction. After calculating the target would take, you lose an equal number of hit points and the target doesn't take any damage.
It's 50.
Let's see.
You
Well,
probably could handle 50.
Yeah.
Just keep her out of harm's way the rest of the combat.
Yeah, she can handle that. So she's actually going to do that. 50.
Okay, you got your hit points back. The life connection of Iamode.
Yeah, she just starts screaming.
Alright, that was one attack. It's gonna do it again. Again, claws. It's got 4 of these bad boys. This will be its second attack. Ooh. And it misses! It misses! You lucked out on another one. Yeah, you did. And that ends its turn. Thelsaria, you're up. You're stealthing. If you do things, you're probably going to reveal yourself. Just so you know, right now you're stealthing. Granted, if you want to, you can whip through, you could shoot around that corner and I won't penalize you. Bjorn's still kind of in the way around that corner, but I'm not going to penalize you with armor class. So if you want to whip around the corner and shoot, you can do that.
That's what she'll do.
Okay, you can do your hunted shot. This essentially gives you 4 shots in the turn.
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that.
You didn't want the 34?
I'll keep it.
It's gone now. You deleted it. You had a 34 on that. It's gone.
Cries.
You're good at this. Come on. Let's see another 30 plus. 20.
You were saying.
So much for that.
You rolled a 2. A 2.
Yep.
Boy. You rolled a 9. No, you rolled less than. What did you roll? It says you rolled a 9. How did you only get 22? Oh, -5 multi-attack penalty. Wait a minute. Why are you suffering -5? For your second, shouldn't it be less than that? Because you're using a...
If it's in the same action, yeah, then it wouldn't stack till after that shot.
Well, she suffers the -5 on the second shot, but it's... I didn't know that she suffered that much of a penalty with her second attack. Because she's using an agile or weapon?
Well, it's a bow. Bows aren't agile.
No?
No, unfortunately.
Alright.
Third action, she's going back into hiding.
What about against your hunted prey? Doesn't that give you some bonus? Let me see. Thalsaria strikes. First attack on hunted prey this round. Always remember to click that. It's a toggle. Target is your hunted prey. That's what it goes on afterwards, your first attack. So your second attack would be target is your hunted prey. Your first attack would be first attack on hunted prey this round. Okay. Then you got deadly aim. That's another action you can take. Make sure you click those toggles or it won't recognize them. Anyway, go on. Second attack. Missed.
Third action, she's going to go back into stealth.
Well, this will be your second action.
That's right.
First action was to attack twice. Second action was to attack again. You got one more action. You can attack a fourth time, or you could do something else. And you are revealed now, so you're no longer... You'd have to take an action and go stealthy. I'd shoot. Just shoot the damn thing. Deadly aim. Takes one action. You're going to take a penalty of -2. But a +4 circumstance bonus to damage. Increase to +60. Okay, so you're going to get a +4 to your damage. Go ahead and make a deadly shot. Ooh, 27. I don't think that's going to hit. Damn. Nope.
Man, that was a good roll, too.
Alright, now definitely for my third action, I'm going to try and roll stealth and go back into hiding.
Well, you're done. That was your fourth shot.
Damn it!
You're welcome. Alright, so you're done. Your ammo's depleted. We're going to go on to the next character, which is Cypher in the background. You see up ahead the elf peer around the door, shooting rapidly, Cypher, to no avail.
Yeah. I just shout out, stop missing, everybody! If we could just hit, we can bring this thing down. Just going to try to And I hope I don't regret this, but I'm using my other and my final 4th level spell slot to heal Bjorn. So I cast Soothe.
Thank you.
You heal
Mercy.
42. And then with my final action, I continue to inspire those around me.
I will hug you through the screen right now.
Don't make me regret it! That was my final spell slot there! Don't count on me for powerful spells anymore!
I'm trying, I really am.
Be creative. That it?
Yeah. 2 actions Soothe, 1 action Inspire Courage.
Okay. Karma.
Alright. Let's see what I got here. Alright, needle darts.
That was fun.
Yeah.
More needle darts.
Let's see how this goes. Well, she has a hero point, so I will use it.
Go for it.
That's a hit.
24 is a hit.
That'll be 18 points piercing damage.
Okay. He's sticking it. It howls in pain. It recognizes.
And then she's gonna raise her shield. That's it.
Okay, we're gonna go to Bjorn.
Alright, I'm about to get crazy. Are you ready for this, Fritz?
Do it.
I'd like to raise my shield and catapult myself, knocking this creature into these longer spikes on the walls. I'd like to knock him into those. If at all possible.
Athletics check.
I don't think so.
Nope, not even close. You do not budge. It does not
All right.
budge. Well, neither of you moved. Yeah, you needed
All
much
right.
more than that.
Attack time.
This will be your second, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Freaking shoves an attack. Oof.
Alright, hero point. Hero point.
Ooh. What is it? Oh.
A 2.
No.
Yeah, even fucking worse. Alright.
No.
Well, here, let's try this. Probably a long shot, but let's give it a go. Battle prayer. I have to make a will check against. Well, I have to roll religion against the creature's will DC. Let's give it a go. That'll be 24 against the target's will DC.
You needed a 31. He pays no attention to you. He's not affected.
Alright, I'm done.
So let's see what that would be. Get a 24. It's a 30, 31. 21. So it's just a failure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Gug. Round 4. It's gonna try and jaw you. Gets a 44.
Yeah, that's critical hit. Even whenever I have my shield up.
I'm going to start revealing these now as the battle goes on. Okay, you're going to take what I reveal here.
Good knowing everybody.
Let's see.
Man, did I heal you for nothing?
Pretty much. I just took 70.
Oh. Yeah, that was a jaw attack. It's going to attack you with the claw now. Whoops. Let's try it again. There we go. $39.
Yeah, that's critical again. I'm down.
There's 48.
Yep, had 25. I'm down.
All right, you were dying too.
Wait, that 48, can you siphon to karma?
Nope, that's a one done.
Oh, is it? Dang.
Yes, you can only use it once.
Alright.
All right, that was a critical, so you're dying too. You don't have the wounded condition, though. That's really important.
Yep.
What happened there?
It put me at dying 3. Which is cool.
Didn't it do that last time, too?
Yes, it did.
Insta-kills. It likes to insta-kill us. All right, it's got one more action. You fall unconscious. It sees karma out the door. All right, let me look at something important here. All right, she reaches down to your body. And she's going to whip it behind her against the wall. You bounce off the wall. No extra damage. I'm not going to ever take damage for that. You're too armored. And then it turns back to the door, steps forward, and lets out a horrendous roar with all 4 of its arms outstretched at its side like it's just saying, daring you, come in and take my feast. Who's next? And just stands there. And we're going to go to Thelsaria.
So wait, this creature is not... It didn't come out and try to attack Karma.
No.
So that shows a high level of intelligence then.
Well, it doesn't seem interested in coming out.
Oh,
Whatever
it
that
wants you
means.
to go in.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. If it's like a wild animal, it might come racing out. Yeah, there's that way of
But
thinking.
since it's staying back in there, it's showing a high level.
What do you do, Thelsaria? You got your bow out, you're loaded up, you're shooting away. You're the only one doing any meaningful damage to this creature, pretty much. What do you do? Well, you're not the only one.
Even though she's doing damage, she's still got a fallen comrade in there. She knows if she goes in there, she's not going to fare any better.
What would Thelsaria do? I know what she would do.
Trying to think.
Start off with a couple shots. Just shoot it. Use your hunted shot. You've got the hunted prey in action. Take advantage of it. So at least do that. You're going to have to attack it at one point. Oh man. You rolled a 1.
I'm getting screwed tonight.
You are. You get your other shot. 23 won't cut it. All right, you got 2 actions left. What do you do?
I'm gonna try deadly aim again.
Okay, this will be your third attack. Massive penalties on this. Ooh, we got a 19 with a 24. That was a good roll. Nope. Too many penalties. Missed. And you got one more action. You could attack, you could run, you could grab something out of your pockets close at hand. There's not a whole lot of options, really.
No, she's kind of screwed.
Her mentality is when in doubt, shoot. As long as it's in there. There's not a whole lot of options.
She'll take one more shot.
Alright. Cypher, you're up next. Ooh, another 19. 27 won't do it. Alright.
And that's it.
Cypher, you're up. Things are looking desperate. You could see it on Thelsaria's face. Oh, stop.
One action. Oh, hold on. Well, here we go.
Yep. As soon as you get
Is it here?
Let's say...
To the door or inside the room?
Let's say right at the door where Bjorn was before. As soon as you get there, a claw reaches towards you. This is a reaction.
Okay. Critical?
It is. .46 slashing.
Okay. So now, severely bleeding from the arm or the chest, Cypher runs in. She's going to take a second action to pick up Bjorn.
Okay.
I assume he doesn't resist because he's unconscious.
Well,
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
What's your bulk?
My bulk is 9.
9. Your bulk is 9, 2. So that's what he weighs. So in that case, you're going to be dragging. But what's your intention here? You want to drag him out of the chamber?
Yeah. That was the intent. And then scream at Karma to close the door. And otherwise, Cypher's going to leave everybody.
And you got one action left?
Yeah, with a movement of 40 feet. Right now, my bulk is 5.
Alright, I'll let you do this. 5, 10, 15, 20. That would be half. But I'll let you get outside this door if you make a dex roll. Make an athletics check. Please make the athletics check.
And I will hero point if I need to, since I didn't technically use it that last time.
You're gonna have to use it.
Alright. I think even though it's blind, I can still re-roll with the hero point? I can.
You rolled a 14. 27. Alright, you got him. Alright. Thank you. You didn't get a critical, but you did get outside the door. Dragging him, I'll let you whip him back in here with Thelsaria's help. Dragging him in, they pull him in. So Thelsaria, you're going to take a penalty of -1 action. Or no, that's yeah. That's what we'll do. So you only have 2 actions left. And that's where we're going to leave it. Karma's up next. She's going to shut that door. I don't know. It's up to you.
She's going to reach over and shut that door.
Okay. Okay. The door slams. You hear a
she's
horrendous...
actually going to take her dagger and barricade the door shut if she can.
You all pitch in to do whatever you can to bar that door, putting your back against it, whatever's close at hand. You try and pry it shut. You hear a horrendous roar coming from beyond the door and heavy panting, but you don't hear it approach the door. Bjorn's body lies there motionless. Whatever weapons you had in your hand that were dropped or left behind?
The thing I had was my longsword. My gauntlet was strapped to me.
So your longsword is
that's
nothing
not-
special?
+1 striking.
Oof. Let's make a note of
Yeah,
that.
it's my main weapon.
Let's make a note of that.
Yeah, you can keep it in your inventory and just select it as dropped. So it'll remain there, but you won't actually have it. So should you retrieve it, you don't have to like re-add it.
Yeah. Yep, I marked it as dropped, so I'll have to be the Warhammer.
Alright, I put a note in the room. It says Bjorn's +1 striking longsword. It's in that chamber. Okay?
Right. Yeah, because I assume I got my gauntlet with me because it's strapped to my arm. Because it has my shield on it, too.
Mm.
Yeah, you got that. That's on your... That's like a glove.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gauntlet. And you wait there panting and you hear this sound beyond the door dying down, like as if it's calming. But it's still there. You can hear it.
Alright,
Well, Karma, hold on. Karma's... She probably moved up with a stride or whatever. Shut the door. And she's got one more action. She's in the same square as Cypher. You got one more action, Karma.
Yeah, she doesn't have battle medicine, so... Yeah. Well, she's going to move over to Bjorn, getting ready.
Technically, we're not in combat. We're
Okay,
just
so she
keeping
could
track
trick
of the
wounds,
rounds for the sake of do you die.
Then she'd treat wounds, then. Rachel said she had to go. I'll chat with you guys next week. John's still not home, and the dog is just alone downstairs.
All right.
Alright, so she's gonna use the healing potion moderate, and she's just gonna throw it down.
Okay. Click use.
But Karma has that feat where she can do it in 10 minutes.
So you're safe.
And Baron kind of snaps awake, kind of very agitatingly, kind of gets back to his feet. And that is why Valaford had to run the last time.
He did indeed.
Alright, where's my damn sword?
It's back inside the room.
Yeah, he kind of growls very ominously. Kind of looks to the door, sees Cypher there, kind of, I assume, kind of holding the door shut.
Mm-hmm. She got her back pressed against it, looking all nervous and shaken by that fight. But it's not pursuing. It's not coming out the door. So you have time to get yourself out of this little position, find yourself some cover, get into a different room, and try and recuperate from this. You got a couple options for that, one in the north, one in the south. One in the south is kind of sketchy, though. That's where that little demon was hiding. You don't want to be pestered by that guy.
Yeah, Bjorn's going to kind of point to the north door as he kind of stands there still bleeding.
All right.
Everyone, get in there now.
All right. Oops.
Sounds very authoritative as well. Like he sounds just irritated.
There you go.
And he will slam the door shut.
Okay. So you're in this room. This was a chamber that had a bone demon-like creature in it. You see the magna down at the bottom of the steps when you enter this room where you had fought that battle. It's very warm. Almost uncomfortable. Thelsarya slams the door. And yeah, you can kind of recover yourself in here. It seems safe for the moment. Maybe kick those bones against the wall and get them out of here. So you got a little space to lay down and sit, gather yourselves, and think, holy smokes, what next? If you guys want, we could end the session there. We can still roleplay it a little bit, but I think maybe that's probably a good idea, since we're down 2 players.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll just have, Miss Karma can do treat wounds on 4 people, and every 10 minutes I'll just have her do that. In that time, get everybody back up to full health. And, yeah, we'll go from there.
So how many turns is this going to take?
Well, they're 10 minutes a time, so that would be the first one. So everybody would get back 22.
And you have to wait an hour?
10 minutes.
For 10 minutes, you can treat how many people? Up to 4?
4 people. Yep. She
Wow.
has... I'm actually trying to find the feat here. She has... I know she's got it because we were talking about it.
Yeah, I'm curious about one thing, and it's the immunity thing. How long are they immune to medicine checks after she does that?
That's what I'm trying here. Hang on, let me actually open up the character sheet. It won't let me click it.
Let's see. Normally it's an hour.
Yeah, well, there's the healing hands. That gives you D10s. Continual recovery. Your patient, whenever you use treat rooms, your patient becomes immune for only 10 minutes instead of 1 hour.
Okay, and you can treat up to 4.
Because she is an expert.
Boy, she's
Well, a
got a
master
lot.
in medicine.
Yeah,
So
is.
she can do...
So that was 10 minutes. You can treat everybody once.
Yep, and then...
Another 10 minutes.
Ward medic, that gives her the ability to do that at every 4 players. So
Okay, do you want to do it again?
we'll do that. Might as well. So that'll be another 21 back to everybody.
I feel sorry, you're in top shape.
Somebody needs to add for Cypher 22 and 21.
22 and 21, so 41, 43?
Start 43. And then
43.
we'll do one more just to top everybody off.
That's a half an hour. Okay.
And then everybody else will just get back an additional 20 if they need it.
Okay.
We're back up full health.
Yeah, that took some time, but yeah, you're all full health. Nobody's wounded. You're just down resources and spells.
And a weapon.
And a weapon. That was tight. Cypher saved the day.
Yeah, she did. I was going to have Karma just cast a heal spell. Since I went first, I could have got up and got myself out of there. But she came in and got me. Kudos to her.
Yeah, she did. She took a horrendous wound for it. What are you going to do about your sword, Bjorn?
Get it back.
Damn right.
Kick that damn door open. We're going to start shooting arrows and everything we got. Anyhow, before we kick open the door to Arevian.
Yeah, you got a new mini quest. You weren't just going to go through the door, and go fight Arevian or talk to him. Nope, now you got this new mini quest to retrieve Bjorn's sword.
Yep, gotta have it. Well, if somebody has levitate or mage hand, they could just open the door and reach in and grab it. I think Cypher even has mage hand.
Doesn't Karma also have mage hand?
Karma doesn't have it. She's cleric.
All right, folks, we're going to call this here. We'll probably chit-chat a little bit, but it was a good one. It was enjoyable. That really turned south really fast. I got all prepped for Arevian behind the door there, and they decided to go the other direction. Probably for good reason. Karma wasn't here. So we'll save that for the next session. We'll see what they do next. But anyway, folks, we're going to call it here. I'll talk to you guys next week for episode, what is it, 88? Yeah, 88 is the next episode. We're going to pick up where we left off. These companions here got to try and retrieve that sword, ideally, before they head off to talk to Erevian and what awaits. So, folks, we'll talk to you again soon. Hang in there. It's only going to get better. Talk to you soon.